One of the more significant things to have an early impact on me was the way my dad handled his emotions, most notably the way he often defaulted to anger responses. He was an extremely impatient person and seemed to experience significant anxiety when faced with any lack of control of his surroundings. He was very routine-oriented and had a hard time if things didn't go the way he hoped or planned, or if something was more difficult than he expected. When that happened, whatever the reason, he would get very flustered and lash out in anger. The outbursts were loud and sharp and usually involved cursing. His tone was very frightening and destabilizing for me, and I still feel the effects to this day when I hear it. The majority of the time, my dad was a good-natured, jovial guy, joking around a lot and playing with my brother and me. I feel the effects of those experiences too. In general, I wasn't afraid of my dad or in some kind of permanent state of fear, but I was definitely afraid of those outbursts of anger and impatience. I found myself trying to figure out how to avoid them however I could, by noticing specific things that set him off and by doing my best to not irritate him. If I failed in those efforts, I would try to find a way to calm him down as quickly as possible. I felt unsafe when he was angry. This need to diffuse my dad's anger and appease him goes back as far as I can remember. I was learning that I couldn't really trust one of my caretakers, that emotions were scary, and that I needed to somehow manage my dad's anger. I remember how quickly his emotional switch could flip from anger to something else as long as he was successfully appeased or if he was distracted by something else. Minutes later, he could be laughing again as if nothing had happened.